We start the show with an update on the Silver Spring Transit Center. Repairs are progressing. That's according to Department of General Services Director David Dise, who briefed the council this week on the progress of that project. But as Susan Kenedy reports, there are still critical decisions that have to be made before the center can be opened to the public. Susan?
Lorna, it's more than 2 years behind schedule and millions of dollars over budget, and it's still not clear when the Silver Spring Transit Center will be open to the public.
Because this plan involves removal of material on the upper drive aisles.
This week, council members received a briefing on the project from the Department of General Services Director David Dise, the first since November of last year. Dise told the council that the priorities surrounding the repairs at the transit center have remained steadfast throughout the entire process.
We have established the following priorities after learning the extent of the transit center's problems. First, to ensure that the facility is safe before it is opened. Second, to protect county taxpayers by making sure that any additional costs to correct deficiencies are borne by the responsible parties. And third, to move as quickly as possible to make repairs to the center and to get it open.
In the meantime, crews have been waiting for temperatures to remain above 40 degrees consistently before applying a concrete overlay that will fix cracking and unevenness in the structure. The issue that still remains, however, are shear and torsion stresses that exist in the structure and whether or not this problem needs to be addressed now or in the future.
But if it is necessary later, it's going to be closed longer and be more disruptive. So we really do have, as our own staff said, have to make a risk assessment here as to whether or not there's a high probability that we're going to have to do this work. And if so, should we do it now as opposed to later?
Dise also assured council members that taxpayers would not be footing the bill for this massive undertaking.
It was very clear from the bonds that are asking to be posted that for constituents that are out there concerned about additional money that's coming from the county, taxpayers being on the hook, it's been articulated very clearly that that's not the case, and so we're protecting our county taxpayers.
Once the county completes its work on the transit center, it will be turned over to WMATA, who has a 60-day inspection period of its own. In the end, officials say there is no firm date in sight for an actual opening date of the transit center. In Rockville, I'm Susan Kenedy for County Report This Week.